Okay, in fact, my throat is still not recovered yet. Uh, just uh, just bear with me. If I'm not able to raise voice or if not able to clear properly. Okay. Anyway, thanks for coming again. And in fact, I don't know, just a quick updates on what is happening in the market. In fact, I don't know whether you all realize that crude hit a record low. In fact, this 2-3 days back, I did send the messages to some of the groups. In fact, I've been in the industry for more than 25 years, and I've never come across such a situation in my life. Meaning, it hit the low, but not only it hit the low, but it went negative on the May contract. In fact, the crude it went to a negative -40. And I also remember last week someone was asking about crude, and I did said that the low is still not seen yet, and we are expecting some more downward pressure, which did happen. But I've never come across. In fact, in my lifetime, I've never come across. I've never seen such a thing. Because see, maximum you can see, any price or anything you trade, maximum you expect to see is zero. But the problem, that's why I said sometimes, with trading like futures, and in fact, first time I've seen, and it's a big shock. So just do take note. That's the reason why we practice putting stop losses at all times, because in the event something goes wrong, it's not, I mean, it can be beyond our control. So it's a good habit of putting stop loss, and that's what I keep insisting again and again. In fact, I did bought crude at around $8, I think. Yeah, $8. I can't, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, I thought, how low can it go? I didn't expect it even to go beyond zero. But thankfully, I put a stop around 650, and I lost about only 1,500 US. But what I'm trying to tell you is, please, from experience, I'm telling you, whatever we have a reason behind it, and make sure that you follow at all times. Okay, do take note of the risk disclosure. Again, whatever we are discussing, this is purely for education, and whatever the trades you are taking is on your own discretion. Okay, please don't think that whatever we say is 100% guarantee. There's no such thing as 100% guarantee. So we are playing, it's a probability game, and we play the game and taking the risk in mind, and make sure that we stay safe. At the same time, we stay safe with the trade and money management. And let's go on to the things. Okay, now, in fact, today I think we did some trades. Yesterday, I think we got stopped out on two trades, and today, in fact, we made money on two or three trades. And right now, let me see, I don't think we have any open positions now. But what I'm trying to tell you is, in fact, next week onwards, maybe from May onwards, we would be increasing the trade frequencies, meaning we would be getting a lot of trades, and keep buckle yourself and make sure that you, for those of you all who are trading with us, make sure that you take the risk control at all times, and have a proper strategy, and also play this game safe. Okay, let me give you some signals right now before we start. Then after that we can discuss if you want to discuss any other markets. Okay, right now, I feel that Euro Aussie is coming down today. Okay, in fact, Euro Aussie is right now is trading at 71.80. Okay, 71.80, and the other all the others all looks pretty flat. And dollar yen also coming. Okay, let me just give me 1 minute. Okay, dollar yen is coming off a bit, and dollar cat is moving up. So let's look at this too. Okay, so the dollar yen is coming off a bit, but overall, I think I don't see this because it's in congestion, and I don't see this moving beyond 7. Just give me a minute. I think we do have a signal buying at 760. Maybe I think the one we need to cancel first. I have just I don't know whether the order is filled.
Ready.
Yeah, is it filled?
Yeah,
It's filled, is it?
yeah, mine is filled.
Okay. What I would suggest is, can you try to close this at cost? Because I feel it may go even lower, so we can get it at a better price.
Okay.
Let me change my order. My site is filled. Which order is that, by the way? Is it scalping? No, but mine has got time lapse one. I don't know why yours is filled, Lucy? Because I think
I
you
don't know why mine is filled.
no. I think you didn't key in the time properly. This one
Mhm.
got to be very careful. Okay, let me share the screen. Then it will be easier, because you see the whole idea of we doing uh, live trading is we do together at the same time. We learn, we brush up all our mistakes, and we do.
Mhm.
Okay, you see it says time lapse, and in fact this trade I gave the time expiry is at 11. So I think the timing you have keyed in is wrong. So next
So
time, try.
Roger
Sorry?
can go through the timing with us all over again.
Okay. See, basically what we do is, okay, whatever the signals you are getting, usually we give you the local time. Local time means it will be wherever you are. If let's say you are any part of the world, it will be your local time. That means if you're in India, that's your local time. Singapore is this, Dubai, is local time, London, US, so on and so forth. So what we give is when we give at 11, your local time, that means we got to key in at 11. Then uh, your system, okay, your system time is, if you are using our platform, is usually is about 5 hours right now. I think the daylight saving is on, so it has to be -5. So that means if it's 11, then your system you got to key in at 6. And we play the game with all at 24 hours. 24 hours, that means if it's 1 o'clock, we key in as 13. If it's 8 p.m., then we key in as 20. So because we don't want to have any confusion or any misunderstanding. So we want to be very clear in what we are doing. So the timing we give is all on 24 hours time belt. And you have to see what is the time difference of your platform you are doing compared to the time we are giving. So it will be a different, and that one we have to be very clear, because I think the last time I told you, the reason why we have to do this is because we focus on time against the price, and price against the time. So both has to be very clear. So our side is order is filled. So if not filled, so Lucy, what I would suggest is probably you try to close the trade at cost. Yeah, if you're not, then you see even that also, what you should be doing. See, there's two things. When you try to close at cost, see, you must also revise your stop also, because see, the reason is you're trying to get out. So if your cost is not filled, then if let's assume the price goes lower, then you lose money unnecessarily. So what you should do is you have to, this is what we practice normally. So you try to close at cost, and your stop loss you try to put at 50. So worst scenario is you would be closing at 60, which is break even, or if it goes lower, then worst scenario is you would be closing at 50, and or worst scenario you'll be losing 10 pips. So in reality, what you should always try to do is practice this habit of revising both the stop loss and the take profit in the event you wanted to close, and will be a good habit. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you understand what I'm saying. That means if let's say you leave your stop at 10725, and you revise this to cost, what happens is if you don't get filled your price, then let's say the price goes lower, then you will lose unnecessarily that 25 pips extra, which we do not want. And that's what we call, we need you to be a manager. That means you manage your trade with controlling risk, and that is a good habit of doing it. Okay, so what I want you to do is try to close that trade, and maybe we will trade this. Okay, what we want to do, okay, let's trade this instrument. See, I am in fact, this is a market is in a congestion mode. So when I say congestion means, I'm not expecting the price to go beyond 10730 or 10690. So what we can do is we can try to take this trade at maybe 10730, and let me see whether do we have any order around that level. Okay, we don't have that order. So okay, let me give you the signal. Okay, this is a scalping trade. So what we are going to do is we are trying to buy USD JPY. Right now is 60. And let me double check the levels, whether is that the level support or we can get better. Yeah, I think that should be fine. Okay, so we try to enter a limit buy at 10730. Then we put a stop at 10690, and our take profit should be below 10770. So that means we try to exit at 70 or 65. Okay, we put 70. Then this expiry is until the next time belt. Okay, when I say next time belt, it means 5 p.m., 17 hours. So here, when we see this is a Singapore time and this is a India time, so it's minus 2.5 hours, and our trading plan, our system, you got a key in at 12. So we try to do this. Okay, sometimes see, when we do live trading, okay, there'll be two types of trades we'll be doing. One is if the market permits us to that means it gives us a good move. That means we will try to go on a momentum trade. That means we will try to hit the market, or we'll try to hit maybe 5-10 pips within the market. Otherwise, if the market is not giving us a clear signal, or we would rather wait for a better entry level, then we would give you a better signal. So it will be two different method which we use. One is that will be a momentum trading. If we don't see the market giving us a good opportunity. So this is one trade I'm looking at currently. Then we have Euro Aussie, which is moving right now, and what I feel is we can let's see, we can do this. PT zone alert. See, there's two ways which we can trade Euro Aussie. One is we try to buy near the low, which is about 71 figure, 71 figure, or near 71, 171. Let me change the screen. Okay, let's not do that. Maybe we'll do Aussie, yeah. Okay, well. Okay, Aussie also looks good, bad. Let me see this. Okay, this Aussie, this one we can do a momentum trade on this. Okay, it looks because I see it can go up to 63.75, 63.45, 63.75. Okay, let's do this trade. If you want to do this is a momentum trade, we'll try to take in at 63.15, and we try to put a stop at check the PT zone alert. 62.85. Okay, so this is a momentum trade. So we'll try to take this trade. This right now is 63.35. So we'll try to take at 63.15 and stop at 62.90. So it's only about 25, maybe 30 pips stop loss, and exit at 63. I see before this time belt fills, we can see 63.75 or minimum 63.50 to 63.75. So you can exit at 63.50 or 75. Okay. So probably we will exit at 63.50, which is about 30-35 pips. And again, this is it's a momentum trade. So momentum trade is we'll try to just put this trade maybe valid for another maybe next 1 hour. We don't want to have it longer. So So I don't have the time. Okay, but you just put expiry at okay, because I don't have the system. Try to exit before. That means you just put valid. You just put another 1 hour away. So that means about 3:30. So that means 3:30. So you get what I mean. This is a momentum trading. So this momentum trading is, that means we try to go with the flow of the market, and if we get filled, we'll try to manage the trade. Otherwise, we don't. And for those of you who still wants to trade, okay, what you can do, you don't want to miss the trade. Probably you can even take it at 63.30, but that is your risk. That means you buy at 63.30, then you put the stop loss has to be 62.90 or 85. Then the exit at 63.50 or 63.70. So this is, see what you can do, this kind of opportunities, what you can do, you can have a staggered entry. So that means maybe you go in half lot. So what I would suggest is you go in half lot means, like usually, if let's say your lot size is, let's say, 10,000. So you try to enter 5,000 on this trade. Then you do the same thing. It's because, see, why we are doing this is we do not want to miss opportunity, or we do not want to, because see, we are sitting into, this is mainly for professional traders or full-time traders. So if you're sitting in front of the screen, sometimes, you see every time you put in the orders, sometimes you may not get filled on the orders. So the best thing is, sometimes we need to do this kind of trade so that we stay in the business. At least, we try, we don't miss any opportunities. So this would be another trade I can think of at the moment. And let me see, I can give you one more trade. Okay, one more trade looks okay, is dollar. Okay, let's look at pound. Pound also looks yeah, pound also looks promising. This is also a momentum trade. Okay, the stop has to be 122.70. Okay, the stop has to be 122.70. Okay, entry. I'm looking at near 123. 123.05. Okay, and let me see the target. Okay, let me give you the target. The target, I'm looking at minimum at 123.60. Minimum is 123.60, and it may go up to even 124. It may even go up to 124. So what we can do is, okay, this is also a momentum trade. We'll enter pound US. Right now it's 123.15. So we'll go for a buy, okay, which is 123.05. Then our stop I said just now was 122.75. Okay, this is about 30 pips risk, and we got to exit before 123.60. Let me double confirm on that. 60, yeah, 60 looks okay. So probably we will exit at 123.50. So then again, this is a momentum trade. Okay, this validity you can just put 1 hour away. So 1 hour means, that means you put again at 3:30. So you can try to look at this. This trade also looks okay for the time being. Euro, you want to look some more trade? I can also give you. Euro also looks okay.
போதுமா ஒரு லாட் போடணுமா சார்?
Sorry?
ஆஃப் லாட் போட அரை லாட் போட்டா போதுமா ஒரு லாட்?
See, that is up to you. Okay?
Okay.
See, like as I said, see now, right now, we are trying to enter at 12305. Okay, okay, now I'll show you the chart. See, this is where you have to decide on your own. Okay, let me give you this. See, what has happened is the market started moving up, so we wanted to go for the buy. See, now the question is, we are trying to buy near 12305. Okay, let's assume you put in, you may not get filled. You may or you may not get filled. But let's assume you don't want to miss the opportunity or miss the trade. So what you can do is, even now at market or near just maybe 1-2 pips away, 12315, you may want to enter half lot. So this is all money management. So what you can do is you buy maybe half lot at 12315. The stop loss you still put at 12270, that 70, 75, because we want to put a stop loss below this level. So then once you make the trade, then maybe you want to do another half lot or another one lot, maybe slightly below 12305 or even slightly below. That is up to you to decide, and up to you to manage the trade. This all will come by experience, because see, the reason why, see, we can give you a call, we can give you the target, entry, exit, stop loss. Your entry, you can decide. You can decide on your own, on your entry, because there would be sometimes, you put in our price, we may not get filled. Sometimes you feel that you don't want to miss, because right now, you see, we don't have any open trades. So we feel that we don't want to miss any opportunity. So then probably you may want to just enter. We don't try not to do at the market. Maybe you put 1 or 2 pips away from the market. This will also be another good habit of trading. That means you just try to enter 1-2 pips away. So it's just like you are negotiating with the market, rather than you just take it what the market offers. You get what I mean? So try to have this kind of practice. You keep doing it again and again. Then you would know what we meant by the trade managers and money managers. So once you do this, you keep doing it again and again. Then you would gain that experience and confidence. Then you will decide. Okay.
ஒரு லாட் போடணுமா momentum?
Can you all speak in English, because it's got other people all coming now, because this
Sir,
is.
can I put off lot or one lot, sir?
Like as I told you, this is up to you to decide. See, you want to hit the market. Okay, you can go half lot. Okay, you want to go half lot first. If you feel that you see, end of the day, the target is fixed and the stop loss is fixed. It's only that your whether your entry you're taken, or if let's assume you put at 12305, and let's assume the price doesn't come down, and let's assume the price goes up. Okay, you are going to miss the opportunity. Okay, so on the other hand, if let's assume you take it at market half lot, and let's say the price comes lower, and you can put another half lot here at the same price, or even you can put a one lot below. So overall is you still be in the trade, and you would still trade. So there is this is all. There's no perfect rule to say that this is how you have to do. And also trading is like as I told you, the other day, this is like love, you have to feel it. So you have to keep doing it, and there is no the end of the day is, as long as you don't lose money, and you make money, you are good. And another thing also I want to tell you is sometimes when we give a call, you must also understand sometimes it may get filled in our system and it may not get filled in your platform, because this will also happen because you know that sometimes you know that the spread, because different brokerage will have a different spread. So as a result, that there is no perfect entry. You know, that means we get entry, you get fill. You know, so you have to keep on doing it. You want to understand how this thing works, then you would know what we are talking or what we are saying. Okay.
Please show the momentum screen, sir. Order screen.
Sorry. Okay, I'll just share the screen. Yeah. Sorry. So we are trying to enter. So this is up to you, because you all are staying in front of the screen. So you may decide. You feel that you don't want, and the only thing you got to understand is the stop loss must be there. The take profit must be there. So if you buy at 12315, so chances are you will be making 35 pips if in the event if everything goes well. And on the other hand, you will be losing 40 pips. But that's why we practice half lot. So at least we only lose half of the thing, and even we make half, but overall we don't miss the opportunity. But on the other hand, you feel you're not, you don't want to just follow the system blindly. You know, you have no time to monitor. You know, you are elsewhere. You just put a trade and you just do. This is only possible if you are able to monitor and if you are able to manage the trade. Okay. Yeah. Any other questions or anything? So we have given you like 3 trades. You can manage these 3 trades. That these 2 are momentum trading. So that means you try to take the trade and you manage for the next 1-2 hours. So and of course the how you should trade this is the trade entry I've given. So this expiry of this trade would be until 5 o'clock. That means before 5, either you book your profit and you decide whether if it's making money, whatever profit is making, try to close the trade, you know, plus minus 2 pips away from the market. Then you also manage the trade by raising the stop loss if it's making money. But on the other hand, if the market goes lower, okay, let's assume the market trades, let's assume the trade is filled. Okay, let's assume the trade is filled. Then once the price starts to move higher, you should raise your stop loss. That means from 12275, you raise your stop loss to 12285 or 90, and you control the risk. And this is what is your risk management, and this is what is expected to do, and this is what you are supposed to be doing. Okay. Any questions?
Raju,
Yeah.
I'm encountering, for a couple of times I've encountered problems trying to key in the expiry time for using the mobile app.
Right.
For example, the first trade, the first dollar yen trade, I was able to key in into the desktop. Okay, but for the mobile, it doesn't allow me to key in exactly the same expiry time. So
No,
I'm not sure. Yeah.
if you had keyed in the desktop,
Yeah.
when you open the mobile, you don't have to key in again, because it's all the same platform. See, whatever you just have to key in once. So you don't have to. Yeah. So
I know. Actually, I tried to key in the mobile first, and it didn't allow me to key in the expiry time. Okay, and then I switched to the desktop. It allowed me to key in the expiry time. Somehow the mobile time is a bit. I'm not sure what's the problem there. Maybe there's a problem, or maybe you can ask Suvin to take a look at it.
yeah. Okay. The best thing is what I can suggest to you is definitely the platform is, because the platform checks whether you're keying in the right time and all those issues. So next time if you have a problem, what I would suggest is you take a screenshot
Okay.
and send it to Suvin, and definitely he will give you a solution or remedy for that.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. So usually, see, because see, our platform is designed in such a way that it doesn't allow you to make so-called the human error, including like sometimes you key in the wrong the levels. It doesn't allow you to trade, and it's got a pre-checks. Sometimes you put a limit buy and you put a higher level. It doesn't allow, and all. So sometimes the main thing is probably you may have keyed in the wrong figure. So the best thing is you take a screenshot, you send it, and we definitely will give you a solution for that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other question?
Raju, can we do a review? Say for instance, this morning there were a few momentum signal. I pick one of it, Euro Aussie. Can you run through with us? Because over here it says the expiry is local 11. 11, so that means Singapore time is 6 a.m.
No. When you say local 11 means it's 11. Our time is 11 o'clock, not Singapore 11, 6. I mean you mean the platform is 6, is that?
No, the platform, the signal given, 22 April, 11 local.
Right.
So in this instant, when we want to key in, we should be keying in at the expiry should be at 6, right?
Yeah, 6 on the platform lah.
So we received the signal at about 8.
Right.
Around there. So when we key in.
Yeah, go ahead. What is your question?
I mean, in terms of the timing, I'm pretty confused here for this momentum thing. In terms of
see, very simple. Okay, see that there are few problems you will be facing. Okay, one of the problem is, see, I key in this. Normally, we generate the signals around morning Singapore time by 7:30 onwards. Early in the morning, you should start getting the signals. So I'll tell you, one of the problem is if you are awake at that time, you key in the orders, everything, then everything will be fine. But let's assume you wake up late, maybe 8 o'clock or maybe 9 o'clock. But by the time you see, there will be a few occasions, meaning like sometimes the trade would have got filled. You may have missed the thing, and maybe the thing is making money. Then at that point of time, what you got to do is either you have to bust the trade. That means you just forget about the trade, or you can still trade with a entry level. Try to get that, but the target has to be in mind. But once our target is reached, or whether we close the trade on our end, then you have to entirely forget about the trade. Try not to do the trade. Okay, now your question is, you try to key in like morning, you key in the trade. Okay, my first question is, what was the order filled on your end or not filled?
At that point in time, wasn't filled.
Wasn't filled. Okay, what time you keyed in the order?
8 plus, if I recall, is about 8 plus.
Okay, see 8 plus. See, okay, let me check what was our order. Because let me double check. Okay, our order was to sell at 172.60. Okay, 172.60.
Which pair are you looking at?
No, you were talking about Euro Aussie, right?
Yeah, here, Euro Aussie, yes.
Yeah. So our order to sell was at 172.60. Okay. Okay. Let me share the screen. Then you see, because it will be very clear. Let me share the screen. Okay, this is a momentum trade. Okay. See, we generated the trade. Okay, let me change the table view then. See here, the order was filled at around 10 o'clock. You know, I think this is I think this is where the profit was booked. Oh, hold on, huh? Yeah.
Order was filled at around 8:30.
Yeah. Where is it, huh?
You got to go to the back end.
Back end lah, not here, huh?
No.
Okay.
Go to details.
It doesn't tell you. Oh, okay. Correct. Sorry. Okay, see, we created the order at 7:43. Okay, we created the order at 7:43, and where was the time? The filled 8:30. Where did you get it?
You go to the left where the instrument is, the asterisk. Click on it.
Okay, sorry, all this I'm not good at it. Okay, so here we created at 7:45, and the order filled. Yeah, here, correct. See, order filled was at 8:27. Okay, and the stop loss was lowered at 10:07, and the profit was booked at 10:09. So now, say if you had keyed the order, you see 8:27. If you came after that, then probably you may have missed this trade.
No, I keyed in, and actually mine got filled. But at the point of keying in, I need to be very sure about the expiry time. So for this particular,
See, okay, one more thing. Once the order is filled, okay, please take note. Once the order is filled, we don't talk about expiry time anymore. You know, that one you have to be very clear on that.
when I was keying in, just what is reflected in the signal was 11 local.
Yeah.
11:00 local. So when I key in, then I should be keying in at 6, right?
Right.
At 6.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, my question is that if I won't be able to key in at 6, right? Because my signal I receive after 6 a.m.
No. You're confusing now. See, when you key in, because that is your trading platform time. See, don't get mixed up with our time and the trading platform time. See, very simple. I'm just go one more time. I just show you one more time how it should be done. Yeah, just show you because to prevent. Okay, let's assume we are keying in this order. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's assume. Okay, let's say this dollar yen.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay. Let's assume we key in this order. This order is not filled. Okay, let's assume we key in this order.
Yeah.
So what we are saying is we are putting a Sing dollar to buy at this is a limit buy order. This is a one lot. Okay, the current market is 143.12. That is at the time when we generated the signal. And our entry is to buy at 142.40 and our stop at 141.90 and the exit at 143.40. Okay, and this one, the expiry time, we got to put local at 4. So that means 4 o'clock. That means also when you look at the date, that means it's 23rd. So that means we are putting this expiry until tomorrow morning, early in the morning, 4 o'clock. So what you got to key into the system is 4 minus 5.
11.
5, which is 11 in the night. It's 23 hours.
22nd, 23 hours.
You got to put the date as 23. You have to make sure that the date is the other side is 22, right? So you should be 22, then 23 hours is the time.
Yeah. This one I got it right.
Correct.
This one I got
Yeah, that's what you should do. So you try, because you have to keep on practicing it. Then you would have the feel.
No,
And
I have no issue with so far scalping day, so far okay. Just now, the earlier one probably, it's oversight. But I've got issue with momentum somehow.
no,
Keying
because
in the
because
expiry
because the
time.
reason, I'll tell you the reason why you're getting issue, because all these are static, and you don't get that because it's very straightforward. But momentum is because we are going, and usually the time is within 1-2 hours. That's why you are getting confused. See, like just now I gave a signal, Aussie, yeah. Okay, Aussie. Okay, how did you key in the Aussie or the pound?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kidding.
Okay. Well, what is the expiry time you key in on the platform?
Wait, my mobile phone hang.
See, you should have keyed in. I said the expiry should be 15:30.
15:30.
Yeah. So what you got to do is 15:30 minus 5. So your platform you should key in as 10:30.
Mm-hmm.
So that maybe that's where you're getting confused. So what you got to do is you just have to do whatever, when we say whatever the time we are saying, minus 5 hours and just key in. That is just a straightforward. So maybe you got confused. You got to keep practicing again and again until you get used to it lah.
Okay. So just now you say it's 3:30 up to minus 5.
Yeah, 15:30, not 3:30. Just put 24 hours. So
Yeah.
15:30 minus 5 is 10. So you got to key in as 10:30.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So any other question? Any other doubts you have? So you keep practicing it. So what I would suggest is we use this session to discuss more on the live trades. So that if you have in future you have any issues, then you send a screenshot, send to Suvin, and maybe you try to explain to you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions, or you all want to discuss about any other markets? Because this time, you see, this is the time you can use it to discuss. If you want to ask our view on any markets, you can fully utilize. So at least, that will be one of the best way to build your confidence.
Raju,
Yeah.
one question. Yesterday, I think last night we have two trade, euro, yen, and sheep. She's yen, right? Got stopped up, right?
Correct. Yesterday got stopped.
It was actually stopped up within the first hour.
Right.
Correct. So my what I'm going to ask is that is it okay that we always set our this stop loss to 60%? Example, 60% of what you provided. Then after the first hour only, then we start to look and adjust if we are still in the trade. Is that a good practice?
Okay. Sorry. Can you repeat your question again?
Okay, because these two trade got stopped out within the first hour, right?
Yeah.
So normally within first hour we try not to exit the trade because we want to let it take shapes or whatever lah. So what I'm trying to say is that is it a good practice that I set the stop loss to 60% of what you provided in your signal? Then after the first hour, if the trade we are still in the trade, then we adjust the stop loss accordingly. Is that a good practice? So that in this case,
When you say 60% means what do you mean by that? See, that means, like, for instance, let's assume I give a stop loss at let's assume let's talk about pound right now. Okay, I've given a stop loss at 12275.
okay, so we actually bring the pound. That means the stop loss lower than that lah. 12275 is 100% loss, right? Based on the target that we set, the stop loss. So instead of 100%, I only prepared to lose 60% if it gets stopped out within the first hour. So should I lower the stop loss to 60%? Then an hour later, if we are still in the trade, then only I adjust the stop loss accordingly again. Would that be a good practice?
Okay. okay, the best way, I'll tell you how the stop loss works. I'll just tell you. See, okay, that's why we have segregated our signals to scalping, day, momentum, swing, and news. Okay, we are designed the system in such a way that, see, usually for day trading and swing trading, because these two are supposed to be giving us a very high reward. So, and we also need to give ample time for the market to work its way out, especially these two trades. So the scalping and momentum and news. Okay, these three, what we do is we try to put a stop loss. Usually, maybe we'll try, not more. We don't exceed more than 40 to 50 pips. We try not to exceed 40 to 50 pips. Okay, what you should be doing is, for this two, maybe, that the day trading and swing trading, that because you see, the reason is, you see, most of the time, see, I'll tell you where is the problem coming, then maybe you would understand what I'm trying to explain. Okay, now our view, see, we have a view. Okay, let's assume we talk about now. Okay, now see the pound, the market has dropped from here to all the way here. Okay, and what we feel is the market may, let me show in a bigger screen. Okay, this will be better. Okay. See, what has happened is the market is coming here. Okay. Overall is we feel that the market may turn anywhere here, here, or here. I wouldn't know. Okay, I wouldn't know where it's going to turn. And when we give a signal on the day and swing, all this, for both, in fact, even the scalping, all these three, day, swing, and day, scalping, and swing, all these three are projected levels. So what will happen is, market can come, they can come here and turn up. Okay, usually when we give a call here and turns up, well and good, we have called a perfect call and the market turns up, we make money on this. But what will happen is sometimes the market may go lower, because this may not be a reversal point. It may go lower, and after that it may start to turn. So the question is, if you ask me, if I know earlier that the market is going to come here, then definitely I would have avoided this trade. But that's $1 million question. Nobody can say, see, how we professionals trade is, see, we can tell you that the market can go to that level, but there is no guarantee that the market has to reach that level and turn. So on the same manner, see, when we give a call, what we will give is, we will say, if it reaches this level, you go for a buy. If it reaches this level, you go for a buy. That we can give you. But we cannot give you a guarantee that the market will reach this level and turn. That is where the tricky part lies. So now coming back to your question, when we give a stop loss, okay, we mean that, okay, we give a stop loss, we make sure that if the stop loss is given basically to protect our capital. So if it hits that level, that means there is a high chance that we are wrong and the market may go lower. And that's the reason why we are putting a stop loss at a specific level. But on the other hand, there will be cases whereby the market may come, hit our stop, then the market may reverse. That will also happen. So what the only solution I can tell you is, we have to be in front of the screen to monitor this and generate a clause. And that one, if you really do that, then we have to monitor the market 24 hours or around the clock. So right now, we don't have the team. We don't have the so-called, the the foundation to do that, but gradually it will be done and it will happen. But right now, the only thing I can tell you is just rather than you put in 60% and all these things, to give you a solution for that, best thing is just practice putting the stop loss and manage the risk. That means once it's in favor, we do. Like just now, the dollar yen, we took a trade. I said, it's like it may go to go lower, try to cancel that. So this one, of course, see right now the market is coming down. Okay, right now, and we have not seen the bottoming. See right now, okay, now we see that the market may have turned, and this confirmation will be only done once it goes above this level. So that means if once so-called, once it breaks this level, then the market has bottomed and now, is going to go higher. So just now this Lucy, she closed the trade. So if she hold the trade, then definitely she would have made money on this. So all this is, we have to see, you trade on what you see and you trade on what you believe in, and you just stick to your system, and you have to follow the system at all times. So there is no, sometimes, your system may say, I mean, even now, I feel that this is bottom and we feel that it's going to go higher, but nobody can say like it can go up, then, it can come down. So that also, can happen, but it's all a probability game we are playing. And what we should be doing is we should stick to our rules and our system at all times. Then the long definitely. Hello?
Sir, I have one question. Just now, right, we do the you was right. We managed to reach 20 pips. So what I do, I take profit and re-enter. Is it okay? Because the pips going up and down. That's why I take a.
No. See, that one, try not to do that. See, that's why you try not to. Okay, it's a good question. Honestly, it's a good question. See, try not to be too smart and try not to do like for instance, like with the target is reached, then when it comes back again, you try, because I'll tell you why it will be the problem. See, if you do this, then what will happen is you would somehow or other you will fall into the trap of emotion. Maybe one time, two time, it will give you, the market will give you, it will be so nice, will give you an opportunity to make you money. But definitely you will fall into the trap, and you see the reason we have, we are like we are in the industry for 25 years. We have every reason, to do why we have it, like why we have split it into 5 types, and why the entry for this is different, why is different, all this we have a reason behind. So all this we are doing is because the main culprit is our emotions, and to stop our emotions to come on, every now and then, we do not want to bring in new ideas, and also have a practice of, before you take in a trade, we predefine our ideas and we predefine our plan. That means we only should have plan A or plan B. There's no such thing as plan C, plan D, plan E, then, you mess up the whole thing. What I mean?
So because the question I'm asking, right, because if it shows up to $100, then reverse come back to $20. So we need to be patient, is it?
Sorry. Repeat your question.
For the RC was right. Just now I managed to see it goes up to, I'm not sure about the pip, but actually it shows $100 profit, then come back around 20, 30, then again going reverse. So in this case, just we need to monitor the trade until either is going to stop loss or take profit, like that, because anyhow we need to come out from the trade, right? That's the question. So
yeah. See, that means what you're trying to say is, okay, what happens, like if you make $50, then if it comes down again, then you re-enter again. Is that what you're saying?
No. That one I understand. Actually, you suggest me I don't do that. Okay. For example, we execute the trade. Actually, it shows $100 profit. And then again, if I not come out right, it again going down 20, 30, then going negative. So actually, you give the range, the stop loss and take profit. But actually, stop loss is $200 minus profit is $200. So let's say I think $100 is good means I can come out. I need to wait until is
See,
level reach is negative or positive side.
okay, that is what I told you.
Ah.
This is all will come from experience. Okay, there is no, again and again, I'm telling you, there is no fixed rule. Remember, there's one man's bowl of soup can be another man's poison. So what you like may not, the other person may not like. So what I'm trying to tell you is you have to feel it, you have to do it, and that will come from experience. What I'm trying to tell you is because, see, when you do, see, like, okay, let's assume the scenario. See, like today you made $1,000 over. Okay? Let's assume you made $1,000 over profit. So to answer your question, if you already made $1,000 and the market is moving up and down, let's say your risk is only $200 and you are risking the $200 to make another $500 or $800, then you can let the trade work its way out. On the other hand, let's say you lose $800 or you have already lost $800. So, and now you are making $100, $200 and you feel the market is going zigzag, zigzag. Then if you make the $200, it will help you to offset your lost $800 which you have done before. So all this, see, that's why I said it comes. See, in order for you to become, there's a lot of difference. That you have to keep practicing it. Then only you will understand and you will feel what I'm trying to explain. Because I cannot give you in one sentence. This is what you should be doing. The reason is you have to keep doing it. Then you would, because different market condition will give you different scenario and different feeling.
Today market condition also like the morning we do the euro. Like suddenly it's dropped down. I think Euro Aussie.
Yeah, correct. I think I saw your message. See, like you see, like this one. Okay, who can give you an answer to this?
Yes.
This is within 1 minute. Okay, this is a 1 minute chart. Within 1 minute, from 172.20, it dropped to 170.90, which is a 130 pips move. And this is a 130 pips, and this is 1.3% return. This is 1.3%, you make within 1 minute. So this one, there was no news, nothing happened, and who can, that's why this is like, so you see, this is like just you go for a fishing, So sometimes you may get a very big fish, and this is a bonus. You take it, you just grab it. That's the only thing I can tell you.
Correct. We cannot expect all that.
So that is, we have to every day we got to do. We have to wait for the market to give us an opportunity. We have to wait for the market to give us a result of doing this. So you have to do it day in, day out. And there is no, it's not so easy, like, you just go and if you ask me, can I be in this trade every time, can get this kind of trade? Every day is not a Sunday, So you got to, there will be ups and downs, and that's the reason why we are putting a stop. And this, just imagine, if you're on the right side of the trade, you make good money. But let's assume you're on the wrong side, then you lose 1.3%, within the trade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions or any other doubts? Okay, see, the best thing is, I'll tell you, next time, you come in, okay, this session, okay, how I want you to prepare is, before you come in, you may want to ask, prepare yourself a list of questions. And when I say the list of questions, it has to be pertaining to the market and pertaining, you can ask my view. That would be one way, you can use this session as very useful. That means, you come in, Okay, like you might say you may be in the trade. That will happen. Okay, what I can tell you is maybe from first week of May, you should be seeing some of the trades that we may want to hold overnight. That means we might be holding for a few days. So that will happen from maybe from May onwards. So what you can do is, I would be very happy to come and have a discussion. Hey, I'm holding this trade. I'm making so much of this. So where do I put my stop loss? Whether do you suggest me to book my profit or whether to hold my trade? Then after I've been holding this trade, I'm losing this trade. I'm losing money. Whether should I exit or should I close the trade? That kind of discussion would be worthwhile, and that would be also beneficial for everyone. At the same time, it also be benefiting for everyone. Even we try to grab opportunities. I think last week someone asked for regarding the crude. In fact, I want to go in this trade because this would be a huge opportunity. That means, of course, we can go this as an investment. So what I feel is, right now, I can see this figure. What is this? This is 6650. So if I'm right, okay, if I'm right on this, okay, I feel that this market has hit the low. Okay, if I'm right. Okay, so that means the market, I'm expecting this thing to bottom. Okay, bottom. This may be the low. So what I'm expecting is market to come here, then it might consolidate, it might break up one of these days. So if you are planning to go in as an investment, you can buy and hold, but still no hurry. Look for opportunity, but try to buy at as close as this low. So this would be somewhere, that would be an ideal entry point. So I'm planning to go this as an investment. Okay, I don't mind. See, that's certain trades which I am planning to trade. Then I'll show. Then you can also buy and hold, and we can do it. But right now, in fact, tonight there is a crude inventory is coming in. Maybe maybe during that time we may get one spike down or what, then the market may do. But overall, what I feel is this is going to bottom soon, and if I feel that the market close above this level, which is 1750, so 1750, then we may have seen the bottom. So until this, the market may be consolidating. I do not know when is the break going to come up, but eventually we will see this price breaking higher. The only clue right now I got is we may have seen the low. Okay, that's the clue I can tell you. We may have seen. Or worst scenario is we may have one more drop, then should take off.
What is the symbol for this?
Sorry?
What is the current for currency is
Crude. You should see CLAM. So you see this is the symbol, CLAM 20. That means CL crude. M is June contract. 20 is 2020. This is a futures contract. Yeah. So we do commodities. We do trade crude. We trade Brent. We trade coffee, wheat. Name it. All this we focus a lot of things. So this would be a good investment. That means for those of you who feel that who wants to go this as an investment, you can pick this up. You just buy and hold. Eventually I should see, that means comfortably, we should see the price, at least hitting $20, before maybe, couple of months, because the time factor is a very critical component. So that I think we go comfortably. We should be by year end. We should be able to see at least $30 to $40. So that would be like you buy at $7 or $8. So you exit at 30, then is about 5 times. Which is already like 500% return.
You need to wait for one or 2 months, is it? The investment.
Yeah, this one is definitely for investment. That means you just buy and hold. So that would be
For holding, we need to pay any charges like rent, something like that. Let's say we hold the trade, right?
the swap charges, is that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, the swap charges, I'm not very sure. I think you may need to pay. Yeah, the one I'm not very sure. The one you have to check with the.
It's not much, sir. Might be $5, $10, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, but overall, I don't think like see. You buy
like difference profit is the matter. Okay.
You get five times the returns. I don't think you end up paying that much of swap.
Okay.
So definitely, you should be making more than that. But see, like right now, you see, when I look at the chart, there's a lot of things I read on the chart. So sometimes, I may say that the low is not seen. Sometimes I can see that the low is seen. Sometimes, we have seen that the market has already reversed. So it all depends. It's only that when we read the chart, when we communicate with the chart, then we can give you that picture. But we cannot tell you which is not happening. I mean, of course, see, you can predict the future, but
100%.
yeah, it's got its limitation. See, right now, if you ask me, see, like I think previously I said regarding this COVID-19, yeah, I'm expecting this to drag on until September. So that is my expectation. So,
also extend one more.
Yeah, so there is no guarantee that. I mean, if it ends before, well, everyone, it's good then everyone. But if it doesn't, then we have to keep our fingers crossed. Then we just have to pray hard to hope that ends soon as possible. Okay. Any other questions? So again, so next time, when I'm expecting people to come, please use this time as a very useful. Even some of you might be holding stocks. If you want to discuss on the stocks, and because we planning to do, but I don't. I mean, if I get the data, I don't mind discussing. But if I don't have, then but that will be not our priority. But if you have nothing to discuss, then we can discuss on the stocks. But that doesn't mean that straight away you come in, you want to discuss about stocks. We'll do it, push it towards the end of the session. Okay.
No doubt about that gold, because for gold, right, is volatile, is very high. But
see the gold. In fact, see right now is very. In fact, it is in a range. Right now, it is in a range. Okay. Long term, I see right now, you see what is happening is the market has come down. Okay, it's in a range. Okay, there is a high chance that, see, eventually what I'm expecting is, come, okay, go high. Okay, this is what my expectation. So right now, it is in a consolidation.
also we can do invest like just now you mentioned. Gold also we can do investment now, or it's not good?
Yeah. Any. See, whatever you do, see, that's why you have to differentiate. Don't get yourself confused. See, sometimes that's why the emotion part comes in. It's very hard for you to take out, your emotions. See, sometimes, like for instance, you let's assume you bought somewhere here. Okay, what will happen is, let's assume you bought somewhere here, and you put this as investment. So what will happen is now it's coming down. So see, it's a $1 million question, When it was here, you don't want to take your profit, and right now it's coming down, and let's say it's coming down even lower than your price. Then what will happen is you should have made this money, but it became a loss. So that's why there is no 100% fixed rule. So if you feel, right now, you go in as investment, you have taken your profit here. Of course, when it comes down again, you have enough bullets, you can buy again. But if you're holding now, the moment once it comes down, then you are scared. That's where the tricky part, and there is no fixed rule or fixed saying this is the whole, and there is no holy grail in the market. That means a perfect entry, exit, stop loss, and always there is no in the market. It's all probability, and we have to stick to our game and rules, and we do. So right now we still feel as long as this low, excuse me, this low holds, okay, we still feel this is going to come and eventually to break up. In fact, our target is, like as I said, I'm expecting to hit 2000, above 2000. So I do not know. If you ask me when, that one nobody can answer. Nobody can answer. We can give you a guideline, maybe we can tell you before end of the year, we can tell you maybe before first quarter, before next first quarter, but prior to that, we need to see a lot of developments happening around the world, then
For our trading system, you give a leverage. Let's say we invest 5,000, right? We can do trade up to 10,000 or 50,000.
You see, different platform will provide different. Usually, see, the brokerage will give you, like, sometimes they'll give you 20 times, 30 times, 50 times, 100 times. There are even brokerage offering 1,000 times. See, please fall, don't fall into the trap. See, when you say $1,000, 1,000 times, you put in $1,000, you can buy and sell 1 million worth of products. But it's very hard to make money, because once the emotion comes into play, because like as I told you the other day, I think I did give you an example. See, when you bet on any game or anything, see, you can only go in a trade, you can only take a risk. Always do that, provided you do it in such a way that what you can afford to lose. Don't think of always, because a lot of people, they make the mistake, they only think of, what happens, and even I have customers or clients, they come to me, hey, I put in 100,000, how much can we make? That is the wrong concept and the wrong question. When you come in, always ask, first question you should be asking is, I give you 100,000, will I be losing any money, or what is the maximum I'll be losing? That should be your first question. Always remember, protect your capital at all times. That should be your priority, and that should be your ultimate. Then the next question should be, how much can we make monthly? So I do have some clients, they come to me, hey, I can borrow, I can come and I give you, can you give me this kind of returns? It's not reality, and this kind of thing, you shouldn't. Your approach is wrong. Your mindset is wrong. So the same manner, you want to be in the business. You want, like as I told you, if you want to travel with me for the rest of the life, definitely trust me. You can learn a business. You can pass it to the next generation. You can pass it to your family members. They can come and learn. They can earn a living for the rest of the life.
Consistently make money. So not
but it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. That's the thing you all have to understand, and that's the thing you all have to accept it. Okay. I think it's almost like one and a half, almost 1 hour, more than 1 hour, going to be 1.5 hours. So thanks for coming. Once again, I think we are having one more session on Friday, and tomorrow we are having a workshop. Okay, for those group who have already attended the workshop with me, okay, please come again for the second time. See, the more often you read, and the more often you listen, and the more often you apply, the more you learn, and the confidence you will become. So just no harm, for those of you who have paid, again, we'll give it to you free. So again, tomorrow you can come and join. Anything during that time, you can ask, because now you're already into it. So I'm sure you are coming across a lot of problems, a lot of hiccups. So what you got to do is, you can overcome that, learn, get an answer, get a solution. So we can give you an answer and solution for each and every regarding to this. So we would not say we don't know, or we got no solution. So definitely that's the only way you can learn and progress. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, looking forward to see you again. And again, once again, please, if you have any of your friends, relatives, who wants, just bring them in. Just sit down, listen. They have nothing to lose, because this is something. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity. Because even Singapore now has extended the lockdown for another 1 month. So don't be surprised. Every country is going to follow until they see some result or some positive measures taken, to gain control. Unless if someone comes up with so-called, the solution, meaning a vaccine has been invented, then it's a different body. Even a vaccine invented, I don't think you will come to your doorstep within the next 1-2 weeks. It will take at least a couple of months for them to test it out and to get it. There mustn't be any side effect. There's a lot of things, a lot of problems to come. I hope you understand what I'm trying to explain. So this is the time, we can learn while sitting at home, and just sit down and relax. You can ask questions, and definitely you would learn a lot of things from us. But of course, like certain things I cannot reveal. Certain things is only meant for paid subscribers. So I have to be fair to the others also. So that one also you have to understand. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Then I'll see you tomorrow, tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.